What's up, homie?
Hello, me. So we're in our cool office, and now a new case.
Let's go to Strand Lane, Bath.
Let's.
I said Strand Lane, Bath.
Strandlon. We don't even know where we're going.
The ancient Roman bath at Strand Lane seems to be open, but what mysteries or forgotten curses might it conceal? Only one person can discover it. And it's Watson.
I think we should lean more into the supernatural this time.
Mm.
I feel like the witch theory from the original case was brushed aside too quickly.
Yes.
It's a pretty good fountain.
With a dreadful
I'd have that in my house.
The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched.
Rodney Bentcliffe is a great name.
I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Suspects.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see.
He's such a cockney. He drops all his
No
H's.
murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
So in a way, the murder weapon was a key.
Yes. Yes, exactly. We're looking for a guy with lots of
Anyone
keys.
else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room.
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He will be able to give you more details.
Phillips.
Right. Well, Watson, the game is afoot. I said afoot.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Yes.
Certainly, sir.
Tell us what happened.
I'm gonna make. Oh, what's
This is a good idea, so we can freak him out by telling him all his own secrets.
light wrinkles? Scissorcut grooms himself, lives alone.
Grooms himself.
Fastidious.
Buttons. Shiny buttons.
You know, fastidious is actually a concoctionation word of fast and tedious.
That makes a lot of sense.
Tell us
Please
what
tell us
happened,
the chain of
Telegram
events
boy.
from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it.
Do you not
So
have
I ran
a
out to the
key?
street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one.
That's a
Until
very
we
personal
arrived,
question, sir.
Sir Gregory
Oh.
was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
I think he's lying.
I'll be the judge of that. Phillips.
He said that he got in at 6:30. When he's clearly sent a telegram at 7:30.
That's impossible. Consider yourself suspected, Philippes.
What's this guy? He's from Manchester.
It doesn't sound like he is.
No, not at all.
That too is suspicious. What about the policeman?
Oh yeah, policeman.
Let's talk to him.
Where's the run?
He'll know
The steam
things.
room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
No,
Ah.
he just knows that the steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, that's some good flooring.
That is.
These clothes
I plan to
belong
have
the
my
suspect in the
house
steam room.
fully tiled like a Roman steam room.
Clothes
Yeah, you
belonging to one of the suspects.
could do worse than a nice bit of mosaicing.
They call me the Mosaic King.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from
Expensive
the steam room.
clothes.
Ah, some
Okay.
champagne.
Oh, sweet. Inspector fire.
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Shit.
Would you not want
Champagne
it during?
for a special occasion.
Turns out the only thing worth celebrating here was murder.
An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
And the crime chillier.
Mmm.
Remember when we went to Centre Parks and we had that hot tub?
Yeah.
And we just sat in there and got drunk?
Steam room.
Steam room.
Yes.
That's the one.
That's why we're well positioned to solve this crime.
Mm.
Oh no, it's different from our experience.
Lord Holmes.
His eye exploded.
Death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Delicious
Let us forget
piquancy.
about that.
What happened an hour ago? I forgot.
I don't recall.
Face.
There was
Face.
only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
You're making a lot of assumptions there, Watson. How do you know that it was not the eye that attacked the brain itself?
The
That has
wound
been known to happen.
so profusely
Traitor's eye, they call it.
rather large.
Treacherous eye.
Right hand.
Look,
Ring.
he was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
Which means he didn't want his wife to find out.
He did
Some
want
dirt or earth.
cheating
Some.
steam.
Mmm.
Death
Uh-huh.
is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour.
30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
I think
No.
we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads
Policemen
here.
couldn't have beards in those
What
days.
concerns me is that we still have to find the murder.
No, they weren't invented
Mr.
until the
Holmes?
40s.
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry.
Ghost.
Or
Mm.
he is an artist. Or a ghost. Or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
Fine then, we'll assume it's a ghost for now.
Superb natural.
I should check this
Blood.
blood sample at Baker Street.
I should take this blood sample. Oh, what is the...
Key in the blood. We found
This
it.
key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
It's yucky now.
Ew. Gross. I bet
Phillips,
that-
this key is yucky.
The
How
key
am I
cannot be
supposed to
removed.
inspect it in such a state?
Why did you not tidy up? You knew I was coming round.
That's a big old, like, hot coal dish thing. More steam! Now we
With
can
the
look for steam
on,
clues.
I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
But I can use the secret detective vision to see not very much. Oh, shit.
No detecting.
Let's see what happens if I use it the other... Oh, I can't use it the other way. I'll just have double steam!
Oh, turn from gas to liquid, and the room will be filled with water.
Hmm.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Myopia.
Myopia!
Is that where the term myopic comes from?
Almost certainly. Does that myopic mean short-sightedness?
I think so, yeah. But
It is too hot.
in the
I
other
cannot reach
sense.
into it.
I'm going to need something. Oh, what's this melted metal?
I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
What could possibly
The
be
weapon is
used
nowhere
to
to be
pick up
found.
a melted metal?
Item required.
Use
yes.
the glasses.
That's what I thought.
Mr. Yes, let us
Let's talk to
inspect these sexy men.
Let's talk to Mr.
I'm in
Pitkin.
shock. I don't want to talk.
Sounds like someone who's guilty to me.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
Oh,
If
really?
you have to interrogate me, I'd like to be dressed.
No.
Why is your towel all bloody?
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
Quite.
It's horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
What's wrong? Do you not want to talk? You're scared, boy? Scared of me?
Tell me, Mr. Blinkhorn,
Am I allowed to leave?
what do you know of ghosts?
Or do we have to stay here? Can't we go?
Well, I mean, you seem to be very unuseful.
Holmes?
Mr. Policeman? Well, that wasn't a particularly useful search, was it?
No, it has told us that we need to go back to 221B.
Can we steal all their clothes first?
I tried. I can only examine their clothes.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
No objections, Holmes. But wait.
No, no objections.
No objections.
I feel like
No,
this will
Mr.
move the stuff on. Let's talk to Mr. Phillips. That is his real name.
Hello, Phillips.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did
Could
you leave the baths at
this
any
be
time
the
or
key?
receive any visitors?
No, sir.
You
I
couldn't,
did not.
perchance, have mistaken your desk for a big thing full of blood.
Bloody key.
Bloody
Oh, no.
key.
Select the... I know what the...
Did you leave the baths?
No, sir. I did not.
You are not telling the truth,
Yes.
Mr. Phillips.
that was the... correct-
You're full of shit,
You went
Mr.
to the post
Phillips.
office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No.
Is
she
this
wasn't
hair,
in
like,
to- I just
double
wanted to put on
textured?
my old school uniform so that she
How
could
do you
pay for
mean?
the medication.
Look,
Did
one
you
goes
check
back
to
to
see if
Sherlock
the
Holmes.
key
Like,
was
it
still
looks
in
like
your
it's got
desk
like
when
a
you
ghost
returned?
hair.
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I need that sack.
Seems like it's slightly see-through.
I know
There's
what
a
you mean.
bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
Quite.
Is it still ice? Is it not all melted by now?
Yeah, it was. It was on ice, but now it is melted. Let's go to Baker Street first. I think that's more important.
Yeah.
Do some science. I seem to remember the science was hilarious.
It seemed to comport with my understanding of science. Okay.
Time for some science, Watson. Analyze this dirt.
Analyze dirt.
Analyze dirt.
Again, analyze dirt. Yes, there it is. Analyzed by me.
Oh, that's. Oh,
So just getting it into focus properly.
Selenite.
My favourite.
White clay particles.
From the
Pyrite. Otherwise
tiles.
known as fool's gold.
pyrite.
Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area of London this sample belongs to. The sample belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St Albans.
To St Albans.
Let's look at this blood.
Let us
Red.
analyze this blood sample.
It is red. And quite
This blood is
sloshy.
not coagulated well. It seems
No,
very
sir.
liquid. That is strange. Let us see
Blood
what
has
is
been
inside it.
thinned.
Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide.
Get that pipette, McGraw. Get it. Now sploosh it all around.
Sploosh.
Bloop. I don't entirely understand. Okay.
Nice.
The pipette has a much lower frame rate than the rest of reality.
Water.
Ah,
This blood is heavily diluted with water.
From the ice.
so the blood.
He was stabbed
Was-
with ice.
The blood was being chilled. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense more.
It's like in that other Sherlock Holmes thing. What's it called? Sherlock.
Holmes. Sherlock Cumberbatch.
Yes. Sherlock. A most intriguing mystery.
If you were going to kill somebody with an ice weapon, what ice weapon would you mould?
Mr. Holmes?
An ice bomb.
That's a really good one. An ice grenade.
Ice TNT.
Yeah.
What have we got here? Mr. Pitking's belongings.
An embroidered silk handkerchief.
Very nice one.
A fountain
RP.
pen with solid gold trim.
Or fool's gold. Pyrite, as it's known in the business.
Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Well, that's mysterious. His, what's his face? The handkerchief
It
has
says RP.
and R doesn't stand for Gregory.
Gregory.
And I should know. Well, my name isn't Goblin Diamond.
Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
Why would he do that? as this is eats cocaine.
A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort-flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
What's melancholia? Was that just a fancy old-time word for depression?
Yeah, I guess. That or, like, cholera that's brought on by eating too many melons.
That would make more sense.
Melon cholera.
It's good we've cured all these diseases now, in these modern times.
Sir Gregory Pitkin to Mr. Blinkhorn. This, the interests that I represent require the situation at the baths be changed for the better. At present time, the frigidarium excavations remain under your direction, and the works have not yet progressed. We have failed to find anything of value, and we're able to make the frigidarium accessible to the public. The frigidarium is a valuable asset in the recreation of the Roman bath experience. I urge you to complete your work within the next 2 months. You have the remaining time to conclude your archaeological research and find yourself another workplace. So the frigidarium...
Is that one of them old, like, ice pit things?
It's the ice pit.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Pencil.
Or is it
And yet, a clue.
Bent Cliff?
Rodney
Bentcliffe's
Bentcliffe.
notebook. It may contain something of interest.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice picture.
That's a very good
Torn
drawing.
out. We must
Torn
find a way of retrieving
out.
Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil.
I know just where
To
we
begin
can get a
with,
pencil.
A few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the
I
traces.
thought I'd solved that riddle. I mean, as somebody who likes to draw in books myself, I would probably just expect that he's ripped out the pages because it was rubbish.
Yeah.
This is a shit picture. I want to make sure nobody ever sees this.
And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind.
Much.
And now, to recreate a murder. I'm sure Watson won't mind if I use him.
Today I almost found it. This date will go down in history.
Weird.
Mr. Holmes,
I wonder what they're
the
looking
coroner-
for.
But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
Yes.
Prefer to make them
Will you
talk.
guys let me in here?
Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must.
I am sure that I can.